always be careful. You're challenging and putting somebody's life at risk. Bom dia, gente! This is Frederick from Porto, Portugal. Portugal has a great variety of food, great restaurants, meat, fish, whatever you want, seafood, soup. I think it's the best cuisine that you have in the world. There are also other ones, but from my personal point of view. But of course, there's also a little bit of a spread, and in this video, would like to test the worst restaurants we found in Portugal based on a Google rating, and the best restaurants that we found based on a Google rating, and see if that really holds true, if they're so bad and as good as Google says they are. So having said this, in terms of Google, I think Google is a little bit inflated in terms of ratings. It's very difficult to find ratings that do not have or do not start with a 4. Everything takes place between 4.0 and 5.0. So from my point of view, that's my personal Fred's Google scale, how to interpret everything between a 4.7 and a 5.0 is excellent. I expect things to really surprise me, not just wow, or it must be wow factor, not just more than expected. It must be fantastic. If it's 4.5 or 4.6, it should be very good. More than standard, definitely more than standard. If it's 4.3 to 4.4, it should be good. Exactly what you expect maybe from a restaurant. From Portuguese restaurant, from Mexican restaurant, wherever, and everything between 4.0 and 4.2. For me, I expect it to be okay, but nothing really that makes you very happy. You can go there, you will not regret it, but nothing special, and okay restaurant. Everything below this, I think 3.0 to 3.9 must be an emergency. You don't really know where to go and really would like to eat sooner or less. So you go there, I don't know, but I wouldn't say bad, but probably okay to bad based on the experience. And everything below 3.0, if you get a 2 point something or 1 point something, I've seen this kind of ratings. Public institutions usually receive them. I think it's a little bit agony. I don't know. Let's see. But in terms of restaurants, I think it's, if you get a 2 point something, you must really, or theoretically, you must do a really bad job. So also for the video, we picked 2 restaurants that have an excellent ratings. So it's 4.7 and more. Actually, when we chose them, they have a rating of 4.8 and 4.9. So they really must be amazing. And we chose 2 restaurants that have very bad ratings, a 2.7 and 2.8 when I saw them. So let's check them out, and we will see if they are really as bad as we thought or as excellent as we thought based on the Google rating. So we will start with the first restaurant with very bad evaluations. Are you excited, Elena?
Super excited.
Yeah, let's see. We will visit together the 2 best and 2 worst restaurants that we found. This is supposedly a bad restaurant. I think it's 2.7, 2.8 on Google, but we have to be fair, only 11 evaluations. It's a restaurant that is incorporated in the Ipanema Park hotel. So let's see. The reviews are nevertheless not so good. Frozen pizza, not very tasty, bad pasta. Maybe it has to do with the fact that it's a 5-star hotel and expectations are quite high for the hotel, the restaurant. So let's see. Wish us luck. We'll be back with our impressions. I think we're in shock.
Yes, super in shock.
Yeah, the restaurant, I think they made some changes. If that's a 2.7, um, I don't even know what's it's a 4 in Porto. I think the food was great actually.
Mm-hmm. Super great and really big portions as well.
You ate what?
Pasta de vitela.
Okay, so beef.
Beef, yeah.
Beef. Okay.
Beef.
Yeah, I had fish, the typical codfish, very fresh. Also, the portions quite well. The place is great. I think they changed. I think in the past they served the food in a different part of the hotel, which is now used for breakfast. It was kind of empty, but in this case, it was very nice. We were there alone, big space, lots of light. So I think it's definitely worth for dinner and for lunch.
It's very, very pretty, really well designed. You also have a bar, so you can stay there if you want to stay a little bit longer. And the waitress was also very nice with us.
Yeah, that's correct. They were very sympathetic. 3 people. They really took well care of us. We didn't try though the pizza and the pasta, which was mainly criticized. Maybe you should think if you really need to eat pasta and pizza when you're in Porto, so or in Portugal. What kind of score would you give?
4.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also would maybe go 4.4. Definitely, I wouldn't call excellent, but definitely a very good experience.
Yes.
Next restaurant,
Nem peixe, nem carne.
not fish, not meat, which is a kind of weird expression in German because it's not really something nice to say about something. In this case, I didn't really understand it. It has a rating of 4.8, but it's vegetarian, so it will be a tough game against me because I'm not really. I don't know. I don't dislike it, but I also don't like it. Expectations.
Very high expectations. So let's see. Let's see if they can transform vegetarian a good dish for a woman from Porto. Let's see.
So woman from Porto and white old men eat meter. So tough challenge for a vegetarian restaurant. I saw that they also serve typical meat food, so I think that's always hilarious. It's like making porn movies without sex. So, but let's see. We will go down to Aliados. We're here currently in our office, and then we will give you feedback how it was. Okay, we are back. The next day, last night was very rainy, so didn't have a chance to film. Nem Carne Nem Peixe. Your thoughts?
I was very surprised. I really like it. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan, but the concept it's really good. They basically have traditional Portuguese dishes, and they don't serve it either with the meat or with the fish. And you can actually try some Portuguese dishes, and they are really good. I really like the food. Really well done. Staff was really nice. Decoration also great. They are open not even a year, so it's really well designed, very pretty. Downside for me was that was a little bit small, so there's not so much of a privacy. But the concept it's good.
Yeah, the same from my side. I'm in a vegetarian guy, so I cannot really compare a lot to other restaurants. It's a little bit strange that they serve typical meat foods in Porto, but if you're vegetarian, if you would like to experience typical Portuguese food, I think it's a great option. I had a francesinha. I couldn't tell it apart. It could also have been with regular meat, and I think it was. I'm not a francesinha fan, but one of the best I had. You ate tripas. It's the guts with a lot of sausages and beans, so intestines. So big challenge to do it just with vegetarian ingredients, but they managed it well. We had chokos, which is squid. Supposedly, I was very positive and impressed. I wouldn't choose it normally to go to a restaurant, but what would you give them?
4.7 for a vegetarian restaurant. I think it's good, and all the environment. I think it's 4.7.
Yeah, myself also 4.7, 4.6 maybe, but I think it's definitely an excellent choice. So independently of the 4.8, 4.7, but I think it's very better than very good, really excellent. So if you have a chance, if you're a vegetarian, you definitely should try it out, because I think it's something special you cannot really try in your hometown. Okay, so next lunch. Very bad, or one of the worst restaurants we could find in terms of evaluation. It's called My God. Closed. No problem. So kind of hard to tell. Let's see. We find more options. So we are back from the second worst restaurant we could find. Not really. The restaurant was closed. I don't know if it's temporarily because of the winter season. I don't know. At least we couldn't enter and try it. But we found I wouldn't say a good alternative, but we found an alternative close by, Farol Boa Nova, with 3.1. Also some evaluation problem to justify.
Yeah, that justify. The three stars. I think it's fair. It's not bad at all. It doesn't. It's the worst thing I ever ate. No, it's good, but yeah, comparing to the other alternatives that you have at 3 stars, it's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really close by the river, very beautiful. The restaurant itself, when you enter, you think, okay, wow. People are very sympathetic also, served us well and so on. But the food is really something you wouldn't expect in a restaurant like this. In Portugal, you have a lot of bakeries that also serve lunch, and this is something I would, from the quality, expect there. But there you pay 8, 9 euros, and then the meal, the soup, and everything is included in the price. For example, I ate a steak for 20 euros. Which is quite a lot for the quality that they served. In total, I think it's something in a 3 point something, and not maybe a 3.1, maybe a 3.8. I think you also have to consider the atmosphere and so on, but the food itself, it's definitely below 4.
I think the 3 it's enough. You have the view that it's nice, location it's nice, but the rest it's yeah.
You could ruin a nice moment in life, maybe, when you're disappointed with food. So I think they also have everything. So I think it's just a matter of maybe passion for food. I don't know. It's a little bit of a pity, because the place itself and everything and so on, everything is okay except the food, which is quite basic for a restaurant. But yeah. So let's see what the last and one of the best with 4.9 will be tonight. So, restaurant number 4, I always say so, but it's a so. O Botânico restaurant, Google evaluation of 4.9, which I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Expectations?
Very high, on top. That's I'm glad that it's the last one that we are going to try. 4.9. So
yeah. I hope yeah, we will try. I'm already full. We did 2 days in a row. See how we suffer for you to make a good impression about Portugal. Let's see how it is. I think it also has to do with the place, because I think they spend a lot of effort making it a spectacular place. But 4.9, let's challenge it. We will tell you how we liked it afterwards. See you later. Feedback. Okay. Feedback from my side. It's very nice. The environment. It's really beautiful. The dishes are really well made. The presentation of the dishes also really nice. Staff. It was also good. You can see the kitchen, everything that they are doing. It's also it's a good experience. I will not say 4.9, but almost there. But yeah, actually a good experience. Maybe I will come back again for the experience. Maybe in the summertime.
because now on the winter when you open and see the bar, maybe it's a little bit cold, but in the summertime it should be really really nice. So 4.57 between those.
Yeah, also 4 point maybe 5 from my side in terms of maybe the fret scale or I think it's very good. The entrance is very nice, as Helena said. It has this unique ceiling with the green. It's a little bit smaller than you might think. Food is very good, staff very nice, and so on. But it's a very good restaurant from my point of view. For me, the room wasn't the factor. The food entrance was very good. Loved it. Never had it before. Cannot even tell you what I ate, but it was very good. Some meat. Then we had cabrito, okay, lamb. Very good, well made, but nothing you can eat somewhere else. So I think again it's very good, and definitely something worth seeing. Again, these are our personal experiences. I'm pretty sure the people that left a 4.9 in average loved the place, and I think there are also reasons to love it. Just from our point of view, I think it's a very good restaurant, not an excellent restaurant. That was it from our side for the first test. 2 bad, 2 good ones. Quite an intensive 2 days. I hope you liked the video. If you have any suggestions of restaurants we should try, very bad ones or very good ones, please leave them in the comments. Or if you have a different opinion regarding the restaurants, also please leave them in the comments. Maybe a little appeal from my side. We chose the restaurants based on Google ratings that we found. Maybe there are other or even worse rated restaurants in Porto. We did quite some intensive research to find the 4 restaurants, the good restaurants and the bad restaurants, supposedly bad restaurants. We don't mean to, especially the ones we will visit or visited in terms of bad ratings, to discredit them. And here's also my appeal. You have a lot of power when you give this kind of ratings. It's easy to do. Maybe they just had a bad day. I'm self-employed myself, and I think you should also always be careful giving this kind of ratings, because you're challenging and putting somebody's life at risk. They will not die, but maybe they invested money. They hired people and so on. They have a lot of things going on, and not always everything goes perfect. And even if you serve maybe 10 great meals, the 11th didn't come out so well, bam, a bad evaluation, and out of the 10, 11 first, they don't rate you at all. So be careful with this kind of ratings. Be responsible. With great power comes great responsibility, and I think this kind of ratings is a great power. So be responsible. If you didn't like it at all, of course you should write about it, but also be a little bit careful. I hope you liked the video. What is your opinion about the restaurants? Have you tried them? Leave them in the comments. What do you think about Google ratings? Do you think they're giving you a good impression if a restaurant is good or not? What do you think about the scale? Do you have other opinions? Please leave them in the comments, and follow us if you like the video as well. And don't forget, stop surviving, start living. See you in Portugal.